And everybody know the story of David and Goliath, but this is bigger than triumph. This is for the warrior, this is for you and I, this is for you.
Hi guys, Haley here, and today I am bringing you guys another video. So if you saw the video from yesterday, I basically talked about Jerome and kind of ideas and thoughts I have for his next return and how I want to see his character proceed and become like the fully fledged Joker, because he's basically the Joker of the series. So I was talking about him yesterday, but today we're going to talk about Harley Quinn, also known, well, Carleen Quinzel, also known as Harley Quinn. And so, yeah, so before I start this video, I'm going to be doing, I just want to say something. I'm going to be doing a lot of, like, let's talk about characters from shows. Right now it's mostly going to be Gotham let's talk characters, but I'm also going to do, you know, other shows like Pretty Little Liars, Vampire Diaries, just originals, just different characters from different shows. And I plan on doing, like, a series about, like this. So if you guys do enjoy it, just let me know and I will continue off these series. Without further ado, let's get started. So Harley is definitely, like, when we see, because they already hinted that we're going to see Harleen Quinzel in the season finale, so episode 22. And they basically already hinted that we're going to see her. So obviously we're not getting a whole lot of scenes with her this season. But I also read something, and I think I mentioned this in my yesterday's video, how season 4 is going to be a lot about Harley and Jerome, I think. And so these are just ideas of how I want them to proceed her character. Obviously the Harley we know is just kind of would do anything for Joker, aka Jerome in this case, until they actually admit he's Joker. But I can make a whole other video about that. So the way I would like them to proceed her character is, you know, still have that effect, like that love, affection, whatever that she has for Jerome, and would die doing anything for him, I should say. But also have a little bit more, like, be a little bit more, like, I guess, more, like, could, like, her defend herself better. And there's so many, like, and the thing is, I feel like Harley is kind of an overrated character. I mean, underrated kind of character. Like since Suicide Squad came out, obviously a lot of people like her because of how Margaret Robbie portrayed her, and she did a great job. Well, here she is now on the screen, but before that, people have always just saw her as Joker's sidekick, which she is, but haven't really seen her as much of a villain, and just rather see her as more of a woman who's madly in love with a psychotic clown. And I feel like there's so many, like, Harley is so good, like, she's so great. Like, in Suicide Squad, the movie, they said that she's crazier and more fearless than Joker, which, honestly, I don't know if I really agree with that, but she is definitely a good villain, and she's always been my favorite villain ever since, you know, I saw her. And I just want them to perceive her more as a character where she doesn't have to rely on Jerome saving her or something, all that. Just kind of put her in her own way. Like, I don't know how to explain this, but, like, I want to see her more as an individual, I think. As, like, a villain-wise, at least. Like, I want to obviously have a lot of scenes with her and Jerome, but I want to see her on how she can handle herself by herself without Jerome helping her, and getting her out of tight spots and stuff. And so I kind of want to see her more as, I guess, a badass character, like a badass person, which I really truly believe she is. And I feel like she's kind of underestimated sometimes, but I really hope that they change that. Another thing I want to see is, obviously Harleen and Ivy haven't met yet, but I want to see how they will develop Harleen and Ivy's relationship in the seasons. Now, obviously, it's probably going to take some time. And since Gotham has kind of been doing its own thing, it's interesting to see how they will team up Harley and Ivy together with, you know, Kat in the middle of it, and see how they develop those relationships between those three. It'll be very interesting. It will also be very interesting to see how, if they actually go with the normal way of turning Harleen into Harley Quinn that we all know and love. And I think this is my kind of theory of what I think is going to happen. Since Jerome obviously didn't die in the last episode, episode 14, which I'm happy about. But since he didn't die and they just sent him back to Arkham Asylum, I think what's gonna happen is obviously the season finale, we're gonna see Harleen walk into Arkham Asylum and be sitting at a table, in a room with Jerome and kind of having a session, and I think that's how it's gonna end. For that, obviously for the season, and then going into season 4, we're gonna see how quickly Harleen develops more into Harley and how quickly she falls more and more in love with Jerome. And it's going to be exciting to see how they do that. I'm curious to see if they're going to go the normal route of things or if they're going to change it up a little bit. But as long as she is with Jerome, aka Joker, I'm happy about it. But like I said earlier, I want to see her more. I want to see her more as like she can handle herself alone, more alone. I'm not saying she has to be, the most evilest, badass villain at all, ever to be created, because she's not. But I want to see her more as she can handle herself. And there's so many situations where, obviously in the animated series, Harley obviously thinks more than Joker because Joker doesn't think at all. He just does what he does. And I just want to see her develop more as a character in the series. I want to see her more develop alone, like I've said, and kind of see how her relationship goes with Ivy and develop that relationship. And obviously I just want to see her to become the amazing character that I know she is. And I'm just really, really excited to see how they bring her. Another thing I want to see happen, which I don't know if they're actually going to do this, but we don't know much about Harley's backstory. We don't know everything that happened to her, and we don't know this stuff. All we know is that she was a psychiatrist at Arkham Asylum for the Joker, and the Jokers would turn her into Harley Quinn. We don't know what happened to her, in her past. We never, as far as I know, we've never heard anything about her parents, if she has any siblings, which I would imagine she's an only child, but we don't know her backstory. And as far as I know, they've never mentioned her backstory or anything in the comics or even any other movies. The only story we know about her is how she became madly in love with the Joker and became Harley Quinn because of him. And so I hope that maybe in Gotham they will, when she officially comes, last episode, season 3 and season 4, and for future seasons and future episodes, I hope we can see and learn more about her backstory and how, her parents and stuff, and see if, anything bad ever happened to her or just stuff like that. I want to know more about her backstory. Since she is my favorite villain, I just want to know more about Harley and not just, I love the part where she fell in love with Joker and everything. I love that part, but I want to know more kind of about her. She is my favorite villain, and I would just like to have that insight on how she kind of grew up and stuff, because we know a lot about, Joker and and then we know a lot about, obviously, Bruce. I mean, right now he's a kid, and I like how they're doing that too, how they're preceding him to become slowly into becoming Batman. And I just want to have that basically kind of for Harley, is know more about her backstory, since we never got that. And I hope that in season 4, late season 3, maybe going to future seasons, we will see that. So the next thing I'm about to say is kind of a minor detail. It's not really much about, her character, her personal traits and just stuff like that. It's more of her appearance. Obviously in Suicide Squad, Harley had the blonde hair with the pink and blue streaks on both sides. And this is just kind of a minor thing. I mean, it's not really going to make that big of a deal, but it's something I would kind of like to see. So what I would like to see is, her still having her blonde hair, but maybe instead of having the pink and blue like she did in Suicide Squad, maybe have black and red. I know this is such a minor thing, but it's just something that I would love. I think it would make her more of like this, like what you're seeing on the screen now. Obviously not both all black and red, but just streaks. But I know it's not that big of a deal, but I feel like it would make her more of, I guess she's kind of like a jester or whatever, but I think it would make her more into, Joker's kind of sidekick, and I would just love to see that, and I hope that maybe they'll do that. I mean, I don't know, but it would be something I'd be very happy to see, and I hope that they could possibly do it. Now, this next part, I don't know if people are really going to agree with me when I say this or not, and that's totally up to me. Like I said, this is my opinions. You guys can have your own opinions by all means. Everyone's entitled to their own opinions, but I just want to say that these Let's Talks are on my personal opinions on how I would like to see their character proceed in future episodes / seasons. So the next thing I kind of want to see is kind of more with Harley and Joker / Jerome's relationship. Obviously in the comics and the TV shows, Joker has always been abusive to Harley, and like physically and kind of emotionally. I'm not saying I don't want them to do that. I mean, every couples have fights. It's just natural. Like, I don't expect them to not have a fight. But I kind of want to see more of a sensitive side from Jerome, of him actually showing that he does care about Harley. There is this movie called, I forget what it's called. I forget what it's called. If I remember, I will put the link to it. I will say it later. But there is this scene where Joker is in Arkham and Harley comes by, and Harley told him that she has a new guy, blah blah blah, all that. And then later on you see the scene where Joker kind of gets jealous and upset about that. And so I just kind of want to see more of a sensitive side from Jerome, that he actually, like, he doesn't, like, I think we all know he does deep downly care about Harley. He just doesn't like admitting it and having feelings towards it. I think in a way he feels like it's weak that he cares about her. But I just want to see more of a sensitive side between, like, Jerome. Like, I actually want to see Jerome care about her, and kind of, he doesn't have to, like, you know, sacrifice his life, but I want to see him actually care about her as Harley cares about him. Well guys, that's it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I wanted to say this again, this is my personal opinion. You guys are entitled to your own, so if you don't agree with everything I say in this video, that's completely fine. You're entitled to your own opinion. But yeah, so that's going to do it for this Harley video. I will try, I might be able to post another video today. I'm going to probably do, the next video I know I'm going to do is Let's Talk Bruce Wayne, aka Batman. I don't know if I'm going to be able to record it tonight, and even if I do record it tonight, I don't know if I'll be able to upload it today or whatever, because after this I actually have to go have a shower. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, comment, and maybe subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.